If you're joining me, welcome to 502 Chalk, and want to welcome you. So if you're watching the replay, let me know. Just comment replay, and then that way I know that you guys got to see this. So today I decided to sorry, got messages popping up. So today I decided to do dish towels and thought that would be a fun activity to do today, and kind of wanted to share with. And I kind of found these hidden. Anybody else kind of have things hidden in places that you kind of forgot about? That would be me. I would say I'm somewhat of a hoarder when it comes to putting things places and have things that I forget about and rebuy. So I'm slowly getting better, but as I was looking for something else, I found these cute dish towels that were just up in the cabinet. So I am going to be inking on these. And so I wanted to share how easy that is. So we're going to do the red one. I picked out two transfers. This one says, bake it and they will come. The other one says, I love hugs, I love kisses, but what I really like is help with the dishes. So, and just to kind of remind, if you're new, Chocolatour was something that I wasn't very familiar with. And with being somebody that has done vinyl for quite a while, I actually had somebody ask me today about the difference between vinyl and Chocolatour transfers. So I kind of, I'll spit it out. I kind of want to explain what it is. So if you're familiar with vinyl, when you cut out vinyl, say like these words, I would have to go through and de-weed. And when I go to put the vinyl on a item, then like this little B, these two things, I would have to make sure that those come up with it. These are like screen print. Okay, so it's not vinyl, it is sticky, but there's like little clear screens in between the designs. So instead of me having to de-weed, they made it easy. And I kind of cannot mess up too much. And if I do, the nice thing about the paste is that I can remove it and start all over. So with the ink, it's a little bit more permanent, but it's not going to be fully permanent until I heat set it. And I used an iron for that. So I pulled off the backing. I always label my backing so I know after I wash my transfer. And also with vinyl, you cannot reuse vinyl once you use it for one project. So say I was making a shirt and I cut out the vinyl, I have to cut out that many vinyl words or designs for each individual shirt because I cannot remove it and do it again and again. Versus these, I can. These wash up, they get sticky again, and they're about 8 to 10 times is what you typically will get out of a transfer. Okay. So I kind of want to clear that up. If you still have questions, shoot me a message and I will be glad to answer that for you. So basically what I'm doing, because I am going to be inking, I'm just kind of centering it on my towel. And then I'm going to open my towel up. But I thought it would be easier to kind of go ahead and do it while it was folded the way that I need it to. And because this is cloth, if I was doing another type of surface, a chalk surface, a wood piece surface, glass, then something that my transfer would stick to, I would put it on a microfiber cloth and put a little bit of fuzz on the back of it so it will not stick so hard to the surface. But with this, it is already a cloth, so I don't need to fuzz it in a sense because it's already fuzzing it this way. So now that I have it where I kind of want it, I am going to open it up because I do not want it bleeding through. Okay. This is a lot bigger than I thought it was, you guys, which is kind of nice. I apologize because I feel like you guys can't see at the moment. So I might have to prop you up. Make you a little higher in just a second. So let's see. I want to make sure my cloth, my extra pieces of cloth isn't underneath, because if the ink goes through, it'll go through on my wipeable board. Let me see. Bear with me, you guys. I thought being on the bottom would have been easier, but I think this might actually be more beneficial. That way you can kind of see. Hopefully I'm not making anybody motion sickness there. Because this is a red cloth, I decided I'm going to do white on this. And I'm only going to do one color. I could do multiple color, but I just thought against this red, it would be best to leave it kind of simple. Sometimes simple is better. So this would make a really great Christmas gifts. My favorite thing, one of my favorite things about Christmas is gifts that are made. When people put their thoughts into it, those are one of my favorite things. So I'm just going to kind of put this to the side and another cloth to the side. That way, if I accidentally drop any ink, I'm not dropping it on my red. Okay, so I'm just kind of doing that for purposes that way. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to get my white stirred up. And this is ink, not the paste. So my plan is for this to be permanent. So I will heat set it. So I'm just stirring up my white, which is the ink. Okay. And then once I put it on, I'll be able to pull the transfer up, put it in my bucket of water, wash it off, let it dry, and reuse. So I have lots of friends that can free draw, that can make beautiful artwork. I'm not one of those people. I love to craft. And so for me to get my enjoyment out of it, I've enjoyed using the Chocolatier because I pick out the designs and then I can make it beautiful on whatever I want, and it comes out. So with ink, you kind of want less is best. So I'm just going to kind of dab over top of where my design is, and then I'm going to work down. So all I'm doing is thin layers. Also, when I laid down my transfer, I made sure there was no bubbles. Make Make sure I get all of the area of where the letter is, the cake is. And if I have extra, then I'm just going to wipe it off and put it right back in my container. So I am not wasting. Okay. So what? That took me a couple of seconds. I am going to wash my hands off real quick before I pick that up, just so I don't get the dry ink that's on my hands. So then I'm going to pick it up. And voila. So then I'm going to set this off to the side. Kind of made it, the little fuzzes come up, but when I iron it, it'll lay back down. So, and then, so there's my first one. Look how quick and easy that was to make something that can go in the kitchen. Great for, like I said, a Christmas gift or an everyday, just an everyday gift. So I did get a little bit of ink on this little corner, so I'm just going to get my water. You guys, it's not a huge spot, but it is a spot. So I am just going to, before it completely dries. All right. So then you can see how it came up. So then I'm just going to take my little sponge, wipe it off. Dry it, and then I'm ready for the next one. So hopefully y'all can see that. I have to work on my camera settings. All right, so anyways, you get the gist of that. So there's that one. Now let's see. I have this not polka dots. I need to learn my shapes. My triangle. Again, I'm going to make sure I don't have ink on my hands. Even though it's dry, I still don't want it to potentially get on. All right, so again, I am going to pull my transfer up. I do not want to go from corner to corner. I want to go from top to bottom or side to side because you do not want the transfer screen to stretch, as it could potentially stretch your design. And then you could have some bleeding come through. All right. So I'm just lining it up. Again, I think this would be great for Christmas gifts. This would be something easy enough my kids can do, to be honest. What I think I'm going to do, so I don't have to unfold it all, I'm going to slide this piece of cardboard. And then that way I can keep it folded. And underneath is that piece of cardboard, and the ink will go on that. So hopefully my plan will work. I'm using the black ink for this, just because it's got the red square triangles. Oh my goodness, y'all. I promise I know my shapes. So with ink, again, it's a whole lot thinner. So let me see, which one do I want to use? Do I use, Yeah, we can. All right, I'm gonna get the big boy out just to squeegee. And normally I would be putting it directly, but I'm not because I'm doing the ink and I need less. I've already done a pillowcase today. So this is kind of, I'll hold on to this. The big boy. So again, I'm just kind of putting it right back in my container. All right, let's see. I do have one little spot that I want to get, and I'm just going to use my finger because it's a small spot over the bread, over here where the pot pan is. And I'm okay if some of that red comes through. I think it adds some character. All right, I'm gonna rinse my hand off before I pull. That way I don't get any black in places I don't need it. And then I'm gonna pull it up. I think I need to push a little harder. I can see it, but I feel like it's not, I need it brighter is what I need. So I'm gonna try to line that back up, push it back down. And I think I need my smaller squeegee. I don't think planning on using the big one was the best plan, to be honest. All right. Because I want the black. I like the vintage look that it gave, but I want to make sure that you're able to read the letters. And this kind of gives me a way to press down a little bit harder. All right, let's see if that helps. Worst case, if that doesn't, and I need another color. We'll see. We'll see how that looks. Again, just wash my hands just because I don't want to get black. Oh yeah, that's what I needed. That is what I needed. I needed it to push down a little harder, and my squeegee was not allowing me to do that for this particular project. So, and then, so I'm going to let this kind of dry, and then I will take an iron to it and heat set it. And then I have a dish towel. So, if you have any questions, let me know. Also, I have certain deals going on in my 502 Chalk VIP group that only they get access to. So if you want to be a part of the VIP group, down in the comments, just hit hashtag VIP and I will get you added. If you think this is something fun, something that you would like to do, let me know and I can pass on the information to you there. or maybe you want to have a class. Hit me up. I will be glad to help you out in any way that I can. But I hope this kind of helps you to see what an easy and fun way Chocolate can work and how easy and simple and fast. So I hope that helps. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.